So, you're thinking of applying to university. Good decision. But in between the open days and writing your personal statement, it's worth thinking about what you'll actually be doing there. Now, you may imagine university studies are mostly about reading, and in particular, reading material a good deal more complex and abstract than you've encountered at school or college. But the move from college to university is not simply a change of gear, it's a change of lane. Your tutors won't expect you to simply load up on more information. They want you to think. The philosopher Bertrand Russell once scoffed that most people would sooner die than think, but the poor man was plainly wrong. We think about stuff all the time, including what to eat or which channel we want to watch on TV. The big difference is at university you'll be expected to develop two particular sets of thinking skills: critical thinking and problem solving. Critical thinking is concerned with the appraisal of arguments. Nowadays, we associate the word argument with people rubbing each other up the wrong way. But the word originally derives from the Latin for proof of demonstration. Now, imagine Jenny's interested in whether listening to classical music improves academic ability. She identifies a group of children who listened to classical music as infants and then looks at their end-of-school exam results. Since they all did better than the national average, this proves classical music makes kids smarter. Time to market Mozart to ambitious parents, right? Wrong. Working out the mistake in Jenny's reasoning is the business of critical thinking. An argument comprises a series of statements, which we can divide into premises, or reasons, and a conclusion. And we say the conclusion follows from the set of reasons. And this means the reasons either guarantee or render probable the truth of the conclusion. But in Jenny's argument, this is not the case. Although the children listened to classical music and then did well in their exams, it doesn't follow that listening to the music was causally responsible for their impressive grades. They might have had a private tutor as well as a varied music collection. So Jenny has made the fairly common error of confusing a correlation with a cause. Every academic discipline proceeds on the basis of argument, whether it's a matter of identifying subatomic particles or attributing the fall of the Roman Empire to its economic policy. So you're likely to spend a large part of your time at university analysing and assessing arguments, and ultimately going on to create arguments of your own. Another important skill you'll need at university is problem solving. We're all used to the application of standard methods, such as calculating percentages. And once you've got the knack, you can roll it out ad infinitum. But on some occasions, matters might not be so straightforward. Sometimes we're confronted with problems to which no ready-made solution is apparent. Imagine Dave is making a batch of his favourite soup for some friends. To make the soup, he needs to measure out exactly 4 litres of water, but only has 2 measuring jugs with which to do it. a big jug that holds 5 litres, and a little jug that holds 3. How can Dave ensure he measures just the right amount of water for his recipe? We're unlikely to have been taught a procedure to specifically address this kind of problem. Instead, we have to draw on our numerical ability to generate a new solution. So, how can Dave do it? Easy. He fills the little jug and pours it into the big jug. He then refills the little jug and tops up the big jug to the brim. Dave then empties the big jug completely and pours in the contents of the little jug. There's now 1 litre of water in the big jug. He refills the little jug and adds all 3 litres to the single litre in the big jug. That makes 4 litres of water, and Dave can get on with his soup. Proficiency in both critical thinking and problem solving is fundamental to your success in higher education. In fact, a recent report from the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development ranked critical thinking first and problem solving third in a hierarchy of learning outcomes for university. And this is not surprising, given that employers welcome graduates with intellectual independence and creativity with open arms. A number of universities now screen candidates for critical thinking and problem solving as part of their admissions procedure. They're looking to match the right candidates to the right courses to ensure the students they admit have the potential to succeed. To help with this, certain institutions use the Thinking Skills Assessment, TSA, as part of the application process. TSA is a test that's used for entry to a wide range of subjects. It doesn't require any specific knowledge, it simply tests students' ability to think through problems and arguments. To find out more about TSA